Hello race fans, it's Mr. Magic Fan 101 Alt here, and here's the Boulder Bay feature. As you can see, the drivers are getting out of the garage, very eager to race. They're rushing over to the road course entrance to the track. A little bit of an incident right there. A couple people flip, getting some damage to the car. They're going to have to go on pit road real quick and repair that before they start racing. Okay guys, the damages from the road course section have been repaired, and here we are getting lined up for the feature. In first will be Mr. Amazing, second, Simulated Jaws, third, Juns, fourth, Zooey, fifth is Pokefan. This is what Pokefan looks like. This is what Juns looks like. They're both white, don't get them confused. In sixth we have Frantic, seventh we have Revenge Racer, and in eighth we have Luke. I also want to mention that this is going to be a 90-lap feature. A 90-lap feature. Sounds like a long feature, but really, at this track, it's not going to take that long. So anyways, without further ado, the drivers are pacing, coming to the line, and here's the start. Mr. Amazing gets a great start. Lots of shuffled positions on the first lap. Looks like we have Luke trying to get out of last. Revenge Racer trying to get up there into third. Luke got in seventh. Revenge Racer successfully got in third. There's Luke running the inside line, working his way up. Ends up passing Revenge Racer. Now Luke is in third. Frantic's falling back. He's in sixth now. That's actually where he started, I believe. Pokefan's falling back to last. Frantic's running that outside, trying to gain some positions. There he does. Works his way past Zooey and Revenge Racer. Let's go on an onboard view. Here's Luke and Juns battling for the lead. Right there, you're going to see Juns hold his lead. Now let's go to the back. This is where the more exciting racing is happening. Here's Revenge Racer. Trying to get by Frantic. They're going 3 wide. The people in front of them get shuffled up. Revenge Racer ends up getting shoved on the top of the track. Ends up slowing down a little bit. But he's going to shove, I believe that's Jaws right there, right back. Up here we have Mr. Amazing. Started first. Falling all the way back to fourth. There's Zooey in third. Pokefan in fifth. Pokefan's worked his way back up from last to fifth, which is where he started it, I believe. So he's trying to gain some of those lost positions back. There's Frantic. He's trying to work his way back up. He's gained one position from where he started so far. You can see Luke and John still battling for the lead. Right there, Luke takes the lead, leads that lap. Here's Mr. Amazing trying to gain on Zooey. Kind of working. Let's go in the back here. Here we have Jaws, just not having a great race. There's Revenge Racer. Pokefan ends up getting by him. And then Revenge Racer ends up hitting the cone and flips. Well, not necessarily flips, but goes in the air. There is one cone on that turn that if you hit, you will flip or do a little bit of something similar to what happened to Revenge Racer. So you really got to avoid that cone. Here's Frantic, running in fifth right now, trying to work his way up. He started pretty far in the back. He's trying to gain some positions. He really wants a top 3 finish. Zooey is holding on to third. And then Mr. Amazing hits the wall. Ends up losing a lot of ground, and Frantic is going to gain a lot on Mr. Amazing. Focusing on commentating. Anyways, we'll have an onboard view on the start here. Here's the start. Pokefan gets a good start, tries to go in the middle, something similar to what Juns did in Heat 1, but it doesn't work. Frantic's running the inside. Juns ends up getting shoved to the wall, goes from second to about 7th. Frantic ends up moving up into second. He's going to try to chase down Luke. There's a whole train of drivers right there. Frantic ends up hitting the wall, got on 2 wheels a little bit, almost flipped. Back to fourth now. Pokefan worked his way up to third. Zooey's in second now. Almost 4 wide right there. 3 wide for a minute. Almost 4 wide. You have Juns trying to work his way back up after getting shoved in the wall. And then there is a flip back there. Not sure if that'll bring out a caution because it was last place. Yeah, that'll bring out a caution. Here you'll see Mr. Amazing, who's running in the back. Just wait for it. goes straight in the wall and flips. So that'll bring out a caution. We'll watch Pokefan on this restart. They're getting lined up, ready to go. Green flag. Luke gets a commanding lead. Pokefan follows him. Right there, you see Juns trying to work his way back up. Zooey falls all the way back into 7th. And there they are, hitting the wall back there, trying to get by each other, Zooey and Revenge Racer. Zooey ends up getting by him on the outside. He lost a lot of positions. Zooey from 2nd now to 6th. He really needs to gain that ground. So I found what has caused the caution. Here we have Frantic running in the back. Revenge Racer ends up putting him in the wall a little bit, and then Frantic gets stuck. Not the greatest cause for a caution on Frantic's part, but it was an 8th. We'll watch Frantic on this restart. With 24 laps in. Here's the green flag. Pokefan gets a better start than Luke, but Luke's going to hold down that inside. Juns is coming in. He wants to regain 1st place. You can see Mr. Amazing up there. He's running up there too, but right now it's between Luke and Pokefan for the lead. But Juns is going to take the inside. Juns slams into Pokefan right there. Hold on, I gotta show a replay of that. Here you have Pokefan running side by side with Luke. Juns dives to the inside, comes all the way up and intentionally slams into him. Not the cleanest race right there on Juns' part. Now Pokefan has fallen back into 4th because of that. There you see Mr. Amazing putting Juns in the wall. Maybe a little bit of payback for what happened to Pokefan? Maybe. Zooey is in 4th right now. Pokefan falling back to 5th. Revenge Racer and Pokefan, however, are trying to work their way past Zooey. Zooey's going to hold that outside as he usually does. Interesting battle up there. We have Mr. Amazing and Juns duking it out. Here's Juns running the far inside, trying his hardest to get by Mr. Amazing and almost a little apron running right there. Almost apron running. Very close. Trying really hard to catch up to Mr. Amazing, running harder and harder on the inside every single lap. Right there, an interesting move by Juns. Easily could have overtaken Mr. Amazing right there, but he pulls out. Not exactly sure why. Here he's going to move up on Mr. Amazing again. He's got a fender on him. He's sort of running him up to the wall. Ends up putting Mr. Amazing in the wall. A little bit of payback right there. Right here, Frantic, Jaws, and Pokefan, they're going 3 wide. Frantic on the inside, Jaws in the middle, Pokefan on the outside. Frantic goes up. Jaws goes way up. Ends up putting Pokefan in the wall. Almost flipping him. Very, very close. If you didn't see that. Very, very close. I'm not exactly sure how Pokefan didn't flip. Right there on 2 wheels, right there on 2 wheels. No idea how he didn't flip, but it was a spin, and that brings out a caution. In 8th. So let's go with Frantic on this restart. Luke is coming to the starting line, and there they go. Not a very good start for Juns. Juns ends up falling back. Frantic here is going to gain a position on Jaws. Let's go up here. Huge 4 wide battle here. We got Mr. Amazing falling out of 2nd into 3rd. Zooey took 2nd. There's Juns in 3rd. Pokefan we're on board with right now in 4th, trying to pass Juns. Not going to happen, as Juns shakes him off. Here comes Frantic. He's working his way up, and so is Revenge Racer. Revenge Racer and Frantic working their way up. There's Juns and Mr. Amazing next to each other, and Juns puts Mr. Amazing in the wall, and then Mr. Amazing slams Juns right down into the wall. We knew that was going to happen after what Juns and Mr. Amazing were doing all race. Let's look at a replay of that. But here we go. We have Juns and Mr. Amazing next to each other. 2 people who have been ramming each other into the wall all race. You can see Juns. I'll zoom in on it right here. You can see his tires clearly turning to the right, trying to put Amazing into the wall. See that clearly. Mr. Amazing's just trying to hold his line. But once he gets put in the wall and realizes that Juns was doing that, Mr. Amazing makes a nice move. A nice pull to the left. Probably the fastest pull to the left I have ever seen. And ends up putting instant karma and payback on Juns. Slamming him into the inside wall. 6th, and then who knows what's going to happen here. Juns and Mr. Amazing, 7th and 8th. Let's watch from their view. Here we have Juns intentionally slowing down and speeding up to get a good restart. Frantic up there is going for the lead. Frantic is not able to take the lead. Revenge Racer is pushing Juns down a little bit. Luke is still holding on to the lead, but we got a 3-wide pack right there, and there Juns sort of shakes off Revenge Racer. There we have a 4-wide pack right there for the lead. Zooey ends up taking it. Luke ends up getting pushed in the wall. Back into 4th, but is going to move right back into 3rd. And a caution has come out. So I have found what has caused the caution. Here we have Jaws. Here we have Mr. Amazing in last. Jaws right up there in 7th. Jaws, clearly, intentionally, you can see his tires turning, all the way left right there. And then, of course, at the last second, he turns them right to make it look like he wasn't intentionally doing that. But clearly, Jaws, right here, is trying to intentionally wreck Mr. Amazing. I believe, if I remember correctly, Juns is ordering him to do that. So here, Jaws puts Mr. Amazing right into the wall. And Mr. Amazing ends up going into the wall, which he didn't really need to do that. After a bullcrap play like that, I would have just called a caution. But he ends up going into the wall to make sure it was a... Alright guys, one thing I want to point out, I probably will point this out in the editing, but this is actually an 80-lap race, not a 90-lap race, sorry about that, so we just hit the halfway point, we've just finished our 41st. Luke 4th, Revenge 5th, Juns 6th, Mr. Amazing 7th, and Jaws 8th. Here they go. Pokefan gets a good start, Frantic does not get such a great start. Luke has a little bit of a crossover right there, he's going to go on the inside. Pokefan already gains a position and passes Frantic. Luke goes up, he's going to pass Frantic and Pokefan. I remember Luke got pushed in the wall, fell back from 1st to 4th, and he's already power charging his way through back up into 1st. Here's Revenge Racer, coming from out of nowhere into 3rd. Whoa! Looks like we saw Juns back here get a little wobbly. I'm surprised there was no caution. Let's go to Juns is on board right here. You can see Luke and Revenge Racer battling right up there. Here goes Juns. He's going to try to pass Pokefan on the inside, pushing him up a little bit. Pushing him up a lot. Should really just stick to the inside, and Juns ends up getting by Pokefan. Here's Simulated Jaws. He's going to try to get by Pokefan. And he gets slowed down. Mr. Amazing ends up getting by both of them. Pokefan and Jaws seem to be having some lag, and caution is called, I believe, for Frantic. But here's Frantic running in last. Well, actually, no, second to last, sorry. He goes... It's the cone right in the middle. So there's the 3 cones right there. There's the 3 cones right there. It's the cone to the left of Jaws. Frantic is cutting the inside, trying to catch up to Jaws. Hits the cone. That's all it takes, is your tire barely hitting it. Ends up flipping. Pretty nice flip, though. And recovery. Wow, I'm surprised he didn't land on 2 wheels. Landed on 4 wheels. Pretty good, but that is what brought out our caution. Let's get back to the restart. 8th. We're going to follow Revenge Racers on board for this restart. There they go. Pokefan gets a good start. Revenge Racer gets a good start. He's going to get by Luke. See Frantic up there, or back there, trying to work his way back up. You can see Juns trying to work his way back up. Pokefan making a hard charge up to the front. And then Juns slams him right on the inside wall. That's probably the most enthusiastic my voice has been, but let's take a replay of that. Pokefan just trying to pass Juns, and Juns, for whatever reason, you can see it right here. Look at his tires, for whatever reason, slams Pokefan on the inside wall. No reason for that. That should be a caution. I'm hoping that's a caution, because that was bull. But anyways, we have a 3-wide battle for the lead. It looks like we have Revenge Racer taking the lead, and then Luke gets shoved in the wall. Yeah, Revenge Racer had the lead, and then Luke got hit in the wall by Zooey, because Revenge Racer was going up, and then Luke ended up falling back to 3rd, but yes, the caution does 7th. Actually, we'll watch Frantic on this restart. Here they go, they're getting ready. Frantic, not in a very good restart position. Pokefan puts him down a little bit because Frantic was trying to jump that restart. Here we have 3 wide up there. Pokefan making a nice move on Revenge Racer and Jaws. Pokefan ends up getting put in the wall a little bit, though. Luke's trying to pass Zooey, meanwhile. We have two wide battles up there. Luke's going to run the inside, try to pass Zooey. Jaws and Revenge go up. Zooey's going to retain that lead. Luke's running hard on the inside, trying to take that from Zooey. Cannot take it from Zooey. Let's watch Luke right here. Running hard on the inside, but Zooey's holding that outside line as he has been all race, and he is holding first place position. Jaws working his way up to third. I think that's the highest we've seen him all race. Luke's getting really close to Zooey on those corners, but not wrecking him. Very close right there, but Zooey still holds the lead. Here we have Revenge Racer, who worked his way into third, got past Jaws. Jaws gets put in the wall a little bit. Wow, I have so much to commentate. Luke is sliding up here, but Zooey is still going to hold the lead. No matter how deep Luke dives into the corner, Zooey's going to keep holding that lead. Revenge Racer still in third. Jaws still in fourth. Pokefan fell back to sixth, I believe. Frantic's in fifth, and then Mr. Amazing in seventh. Here we have Luke still trying to get by Zooey. Nope, Zooey's still holding on to that lead. There's Zooey. Luke finally blocks Zooey a little bit, but still gives him some room at the end. Overall, though, it allowed Luke to pass Zooey. Blocked him a little bit, but anyways, there is a caution. Let's take a look at what caused. You can see Jaws running hard on the outside. He actually was on the inside and slid all the way up. And then we'll see him coming around here. Hits the wall right there. Just perfect angle. Goes sideways and flips over. And fifth, Mr. Amazing sixth, and then Jaws seventh. So here we go with the start. Jaws gets slowed down by Revenge Racer, who does not get a good start. Frantic's going to go down low. Revenge is going to go down low. Frantic and Revenge end up pushing Zooey into the wall a little bit. Zooey, who is in second, already falling back. Whoa! Looks like we have caution material back there. Zooey goes from second to last, just falling back, getting pushed around, and here's Mr. Amazing coming up. Ends up putting Zooey. You can see Zooey turn into the left. He's trying to avoid it, so is Mr. Amazing, but Zooey still ends up getting into the wall, spins him around. Jaws ends up hitting him, almost flipping him. Just really nothing you could do about that. And I believe that should bring out our caution. And here you can see Frantic and Luke battling for the lead up here. 3 wide. Here's Pokefan trying to pass Revenge. And then Pokefan ends up flipping. So this is definitely going to be a caution now. If Zooey wrecking wasn't enough, Pokefan right here. I'll try to get a good angle of this. And see him running on the back of Revenge Racer. Sort of lags a little bit, I believe that was. And then just starts tumbling up the track. Wow. Pretty bad flip from Pokefan. And that'll bring out another caution. Ah. Back here is Zooey, all the way back in 7th. Unfortunate for Zooey. So here we go with another caution. Outside line usually gets a bad start. Frantic gets a decent start. Revenge gets a bad start. Revenge has not been getting very good starts the whole day. Let's go back here. Sorry, I stopped it for a minute there. Here's Zooey trying to work his way back up. Revenge right there passes Mr. Amazing to get back into third, but then he goes down, hits the wall a little bit. Mr. Amazing ends up moving up into third. Zooey's just holding the outside, and there is a caution. Let's check with that caution. Okay, 15 laps to go. Somebody kept inviting Juns back, and he kept joining back. That's what caused the caution. But anyways, 15 laps to go. So let's watch. We've been watching Zooey. Let's watch him on this restart. He usually gets pretty good starts. There we go. 15 laps to go, and they're off. Luke gets a decent start. Mr. Amazing gets a great start. He's going to try to cut down the middle, but it doesn't work. He's going to go on the inside of Luke. Revenge is going to go on the inside of Luke. See Jaws trying to pass Pokefan there in the back. Revenge ends up falling back. He comes right back up. Mr. Amazing puts him in the wall a little bit. But Revenge is going to come right back. But then Mr. Amazing puts him in the wall again. And then Mr. Amazing ends up going in the wall himself. I believe that will cause another caution. And also, in the meantime, Luke has regained the lead. So Mr. Amazing kept putting Revenge Racer in the wall. Right here you see that, and I guess he lagged right here when Jaws went down into him, and Mr. Amazing just ended up going straight into the wall. So anyways, let's look at the next caution. Amazing in 7th, so we're going to follow Zooey on this restart as he is trying to work his way back up into the lead. There's the restart. Zooey gets a great start, cuts down the middle, passes Frantic, is going to move to the inside and go for the lead, but he believed that that was a jump start. I believe everybody called him out on it, so he ended up slowing down a little bit, which you could tell it was it was kind of a jump start. So Frantic and Luke up there end up battling for the lead. Here comes Revenge Racer. He's going to try to take a spot away from Zooey. But here's Frantic. He comes up a little bit, puts Luke in the wall a little bit, and then ends up taking over that outside line. Only 10 to go, and then, whoa, Zooey makes a huge dive to the inside. He's going to try to take the lead. Luke's going to hold the outside. See Zooey making huge dives to the inside. Then he starts running the outside as Luke starts making huge runs to the inside. Ends up passing Zooey. Not that long to go. And then Zooey ends up slowing down. I believe there is a caution. Yes, another caution. Let's take a look at what caused that, as we've done 500 times. So I found out what caused the caution. It's kind of a combination of Mr. Amazing and Jaws, but here we're on Mr. Amazing's onboard. He takes the outside line. Jaws dives deep inside. Starts to come up. And ends up going a little too far. Slams Amazing in the wall, and Amazing ends up flipping. Most of these flips have landed on their wheels, but anyways, let's get to the caution restart. 7 laps to go. Bungee! Anyways, here we go. Good restart on Frantic's part. Was a little fast. See Zooey back there trying to pass Revenge Racer. Luke, since he started in first, he's going to try to regain that since Frantic jumped it a little bit. There's Pokefan making it 3 wide back there. Zooey's pushing Revenge into the wall a little bit, and Revenge ends up spinning. You can see it right there, which I think should bring out another caution. But anyways, here's Luke running hard on the inside, trying to pass Frantic. Mr. Amazing stopped on the track. I think here they realize, yes, it is a caution, but not going to show a replay for that. You saw Revenge Racer spinning, so anyways, let's get on to the next caution race. Right now, there are 3 laps to go. It is coming into crunch time. Here they go with the restart. Frantic on the outside, Luke on the inside. Luke's gonna go deep inside. Zooey's going deep inside. Comes up, hits Frantic a little bit, but then goes back down. Zooey's gonna dive on the inside again. Pokefan's trying to follow him. Here they go, 2 to go, and Zooey gets put in the wall, or Frantic gets put in the wall by Zooey. That'll bring out a caution. Let's take a look at a quick replay of that, though. Here you see Zooey coming up. He's trying to get Frantic off of him because he's trying to gain as much speed as possible so he can take this win. And he just ends up putting Frantic right into the wall, spins Frantic around, and that'll bring out another caution. We're going to the turns 1 and 2 sky view right here to try to cover this restart because it's going to be a big one. So anyways, here we go. Green flag, Luke and Pokefan get a great start. Amazing gets a great start. Here they come into turn 1 and 2. We got 4 wide going on back there. Frantic trying to work his way back up. He's pushing all of them into the wall. We're going back into onboard. There's Zooey getting shoved in the last. White flag. Amazing pushes Jaws up the track, allowing Frantic to get back up into third. And then here comes Luke around turn 4. Can Amazing catch up to Frantic? No. Luke takes the win. Pokefan second. Frantic third. And right here we're going to have a photo finish. Amazing and Jaws pushing each other. But you can see right there, Amazing beats Jaws. And then we have Revenge, and then Zooey all the way back there coming in last. Zooey goes from second to last in 1 restart. And let's take one last quick look since I gave a slow motion immediately of the photo finish. Here you have Amazing. He makes a huge move on the inside, pushes Jaws up a little bit, and just huge close finish right there. Flip on the final lap. Revenge ends up flipping on it. Very cool final lap. So your race results will be shown on the screen right now. There we go, and then we'll go into victory lane. So one thing I forgot to show in the overview of Boulder Bay, or maybe I purposely didn't show it, is that for a victory lane, it has a jacuzzi. And there we have Luke celebrating in the jacuzzi. Also, congrats to Pokefan and Frantic for their top 3 podium finishes. Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. See you guys next time.